Okay, I'd like to call the Plan Commission meeting to order for Tuesday, February 1. Roll call, please.
James Allen,
Present.
Mary Kudowski,
Here.
Mike Skippington,
Here.
Gary Paul,
He's not on.
Corey Campbell,
Here.
Jay Krieger,
Here.
Steve Kubacki.
Excused.
Excused.
Okay, please stand for the pledge.
For which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And please remember all our men and women throughout the world in uniform. I have no changes to the agenda. I need a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve. Seconded.
Motion and a second to approve that agenda as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 5, action on the minutes from the Plan Commission meeting from January 4th, 2022.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes from January 4th, 2022.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve those minutes. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Number 6, comments from the public must be limited to items not on the agenda, must state name and address, limited to 5 minutes. The board's role is to listen and not discuss the item. Personnel items cannot be discussed nor individuals named, and the board is not able to take action at this meeting. Are there any comments from the public? Any comments from the public? Hearing none, we'll move on to number 7, action items. 7A, action regarding requested site plan review for a Hampton Inn Hotel at 830 Morris Avenue, parcel VA-66-7-F. Aaron.
Thank you. As indicated by President Kardowski, we have a site plan review for a new Hampton Inn Hotel. And I'll bring up a map here just to show you where that exactly is. On Morris Avenue, actually between Morris and Borvan, as you can see right here. There currently is a metal warehouse building on the property with a gravel parking lot. This is the Home 2 hotel immediately to the east. The Moose Lodge just to the west, Capital Credit Union to the south, and Green Bay Distillery to the north. Kind of give you the framework for the project. The project is within the SE, Sports and Entertainment Zoning District. Hotels are a permitted use within the zone. All of the setbacks, area, green space, so on and so forth, the different dimensional standards, all fall within the requirements of the SE Sports Entertainment District as well. Background on the hotel itself, I'll just bring up a couple images here. Just elevation, what you see here is it's a 4-story building, 89 rooms, mixture of exterior materials consisting of some CMU, brick, metal wall panels, and EIFS. In terms of EIFS, it does fall within the percentages allowable under our site plan review requirements. I did work with the developer team to bring that into compliance, so that all falls in well. In terms of the site plan, let's bring that up here. So we got an aerial view of the project. Here's Borvan to the north, Morris Avenue to the south. You can see here the primary building, porte cochere right here for registration. And you may notice that this property is larger than what is currently there. What will be happening is there will be a property transfer from some of this property here, which is currently Home 2, will be swapped over to the Hampton Inn property. Bring up the air photo again just for reference. You can see this will be extended out this way, and this retention pond that you see right here for the Home 2 will be filled in. That was necessary at the time because the Ashland Avenue Regional Pond was not expanded. Since the expansion, that can now handle all of the stormwater quality purposes for new development in this area. In terms of stormwater quantity, the development team is working closely with Steve Burr and our village engineering department to take care of any of the stormwater quantity result of the development. As you can see, the property is already basically fully developed except for this green space area. They are working very closely on getting that, getting an arm around that, and that's in good shape moving forward. Some renderings of the project. Just to give you an idea of the color palette. Nice looking building. It'll blend in well, I believe, with the existing development. I guess the new development in the area, and it'll be a nice addition to the area. One thing to note in terms of going back to the map, Morris Avenue is slated for reconstruction in 2023 to accommodate this development. We've been holding off on
Can you stop
reconstruction.
that? Did you say 2022?
2023 for reconstruction, right? 2022 will be design and engineering for reconstruction then in 2023. Anticipate probably in April to August construction. It'll be a full reconstruction, including all utilities, storm, sanitary, and water. In the meantime, what will happen is we'll connect, if the hotel opens up as planned in July of 2023, we'll connect them to the existing utilities, and then when the new utilities are open, available for them, we'll switch it over at that time. Just confirm that with our engineering department, that'll work out and it won't be a problem. We will also be adding sidewalk onto the north side of Morris Avenue, where there currently isn't any. It is on the south side, however. In terms of the development team, Jeff and Bert Slindy from Slindy Realty are in the audience, along with Aaron Breitenfeld, the engineer on the project, and Tom Arnott, also with the development team. Ownership group is available online. If you have any questions for them, otherwise I'm happy to answer any questions for you as well. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll hit on the conditions real quick, and then we'll have any questions after that, if that's okay. For the recommended conditions of approval, there are a few, nothing major at all, basically are pretty common conditions that we see, including the use of concealed fasteners for metal wall panels, the screening of rooftop and ground mounted mechanicals if viewable from the public right-of-way or the property lines. Because the building is 50 feet tall, it is required to get authorization from the airport because it is within Airport Zone C. So again, nothing out of line there. And then, of course, the catch-all meet all other requirements that we may have. From engineering, again, during the water, it's kind of a note. During the water main lateral installation, village will install an 8-inch valve in the road right-of-way, not on private property. Getting back to the stormwater, submit stormwater report for review on site detention to not exceed existing runoff flows. Again, Aaron Breitenfeld has been close communication with Steve on this stormwater issues throughout the process. And then coordinate the Ashland Pond buy-in with village engineer at $6,631 per impervious acre. Touching on the rest of them, from public safety, please provide construction documents for proposed fire department access. Basically just coordination issues. Ensure contractors making contact with APS, fire inspection office to coordinate inspections during and after install of fire safety systems, including fire alarm, sprinkler, underground utilities, hydrants, etc. Ensure proper water supplies provided with hydrants, municipal or private. From forestry, some little details here on the forestry requirements from Tim. Is there a question, Jim?
Well, no, I'm just anxious to hear what kind of border is going to be around this property from the forestry department.
Okay. So from forestry, they're requiring planting permit for any planting done within the village right-of-way as required in their village code. And it doesn't allow any planting or shrubs in the right-of-way with a mature height of 30 inches or greater. Village ordinance does not allow planting within 30 inches, a mature height of 30 inches. Verify that all plant material specified for the project has a hardiness zone appropriate for the location. Verify what plant material is being proposed for the west property line, so that'd be up against the Moose Lodge. Confirm that all areas planted with shrubs, perennials, and ornamental grasses will be edged and mulched, and organic shredded hardwood bark is preferred. Continuing with forestry, recommend replacing the blue spruce with Black Hill spruce due to limitations on the site. Substitute the shrubs provided for right-of-way along Borvan Street with 3 large maturing shade trees to match the property to the east, such as Kentucky coffee elm, male cultivar, or accolade elm. Lastly, for forestry, please substitute the shrubs in the right-of-way along Morris Avenue with 4 profusion flowering crab apples to match the property to the east. From Bike and Ped, inclusion of bicycle parking that meets the recommendations of the Association of Pedestrian and Bicycling Professionals near the primary entrance, as identified in the Ashwaubenon Bike and Pedestrian Plan. As I mentioned, the development team is in the audience, as well as online if you have any questions for them. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer them as well.
The only question that came up at site plan was about the water.
Stormwater?
And no, the water main, that was going to be when we redo Morris Avenue, but Aaron took care of that when he went and talked to Doug this afternoon, so it'll be adequate for when they get going in case the road's not done.
Is there any concern around stormwater runoff?
So that is actually going to be addressed with the stormwater plan that's currently underway. I guess, Aaron, would you mind just addressing stormwater? So you would mind just coming up here to, so you can hear it in the microphone?
State your name and address, please, for the record.
Sure. My name's Aaron Breitenfeld with Robert E. Lee and Associates, 1250 Centennial Center Boulevard, Hobart. And in regards to stormwater, the village does have a regional pond on Ashland that will treat all the TSS, the pollutants, and we are putting in an underground chamber system on site to handle the flow so that we're not overwhelming the village's system.
Okay.
Okay. Any other comments?
Just an easy one. The building is going to open up in June, and you're going to be digging the streets up in August? Is that?
So the plan is for, I believe, a July 2023 opening.
Yes.
And our reconstruction project will basically be from April until August.
So you're putting it back together while they're opening?
Correct. They will have access off of Borvan.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay, any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll take a motion, if anybody would like to make a motion.
I would like to make a motion to approve.
With staff
And I'll
conditions, Corey?
Yes, with the staff conditions.
I'll second it.
With staff conditions, Jay?
Yes, please.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept with staff conditions. Any more other comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Now, this will go to village board at the end of February, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, number 8, items for next agenda. Aaron, do we have next agenda?
I would anticipate it, but nothing concrete yet.
Okay. I need a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried.
We've got to
Thank you,
quit
everybody.
dragging- We've got to quit dragging. these
This
people.
conference is no longer being recorded.
I know, 14 minutes is definitely a long time, right?
Try to be efficient.
Thank you, Joe.
Exactly right. I don't want anyone to ever come here and get blindsided.
Don't jinx it. I should have done my special, a motion to adjourn and let everybody say aye and say no. I want this meeting to keep going. That's what I did last week.
Did you?
I did.
But you keep it going with me.
Well, there wasn't anybody to do that, but I was sitting there by myself. Yeah. Okay.